What's up, y'all? It's your boy, the Notorious GIP, back in the building. So, this is for my brothers, but anybody could really take heed to what I'm talking about. I'm talking about therapy. I had a previous video about therapy, and while I was on social media, I used to make a lot of posts about mental health and so forth. Look at this pillow. Need to fluff it out some more. Anyway, um, I myself am looking to get back into therapy, and I want to give people just some quick tools on how to find a therapist. Because therapy is not like a one call fix all type of situation. Therapy is just like everything else. You might have to go through a couple therapists. You might have to have a few like one off sessions. This is what I personally did. So number one, um, me personally, I didn't want a therapist that was like young. No disrespect to the young, the 20 something, 30 somethings therapists. I just didn't want no young therapist around my age. I needed somebody who done lived a bit of life. You feel me? So I wanted somebody older, you know. I didn't want somebody that was too religious or churchy. I believe in God and all that stuff. I have a great relationship with God, but I just didn't want somebody to relate everything back to like the Bible or everything like that. I just wanted somebody to just give me like that real advice. So there's a great website that I'm gonna link below. It's called Psychology Today. Actually, the former coworker I had, who was a fellow black dude, he was a huge advocate for therapy, and he was the one who gave me that website. Um, you literally just, I think you could just pop in your zip code or your address, and all the therapists, in a certain radius will come up. That's what I did. So again, I was looking for somebody who was older, so preferably somebody who was like 50 plus, and then I wanted somebody who wasn't like too spiritually or like faith based, and I wanted somebody like not that didn't live too far. So it did the search. It pulled up quite a few people, and I narrowed them down to three. Um, I judged my first interaction because normally your therapist will call you or send you a message, and then like you normally have like an introductory call. So the first therapist I had, it was an older black dude. um he sounded a bit too transactional for me, like when we were doing like the first immediate phone call. So I wasn't really feeling him too much, to be honest with you. And the therapist that I selected, that I actually was with for almost a year, um, she sent me a form, and she was like, fill it out. Just different questions. It wasn't nothing too personal, but she had a lot of empathy on the phone. And then after my first session with her, I felt comfortable enough to move forward. I will say with therapy, again, it's okay to have a session or two and then just feel like the person isn't a right fit for what you're looking for. And then therapy doesn't necessarily mean that you're dealing with all this like trauma and stuff like that. It could literally just be like life coaching, or you feel like undervalued, or you don't really feel motivated. So like, don't look at therapy as always like tragic thing. Like sometimes you might just need to go to therapy to just vent, because like with me, I'm a very private person. I don't have the best relationship with my family, and even though I have friends, I tend not to like burden my friends with stuff I'm going through. So I just kind of deal with all my stuff on my own. I pray, I kind of vent to myself. Or like when you have a therapist, you could like just really let it all hang out, because like legally they cannot go and tell your business. So if you just want somebody to vent to everything, shoot, if you a husband and you want somebody to vent to about your wife, and you don't really want to tell your friends or family so they could get in your business, get a therapist. You know what I mean? Or like I said, if you're about to embark on a new endeavor and you just want to run like, your feelings by somebody, yeah, you just get a therapist. So I will say, the checklist again, narrow down what you're looking for, what type of person. It could be like, I'm a woman, I would prefer a female therapist. I'm a man, I prefer a male therapist, or whatever the case may be. It's nothing wrong with getting a therapist that's just like you. I personally wanted somebody black. You know what I mean? So it's all right. You could even break it down when you're doing the search on the website Psychology Today. You could because they normally the therapists always have like their pictures. Some had introductory videos, and yeah, you could just kind of like filter exactly what you're looking for. So yeah, narrow down what you're looking for. Uh, Try to have an introductory phone call with them. And sometimes you might have to just have a full on session with them if you don't necessarily feel comfortable just then to go and meet them in person. Ask them if you could do like, if your first session could be via Zoom or like, online way, so you can see if it's right. Because sometimes, personalities just don't mesh, and that might not, you might have to go through a few therapists to find a perfect person for you. Again, if you need help, you need somebody to talk to. I know a lot of people are going through stuff. I'm going through my own stuff. But if you need somebody to talk to, please reach out. I leave my email in every description box. Yeah, and I actually reply to y'all. Y'all be emailing me, and I reply to a lot of people. So please don't feel afraid or ashamed to reach out, because I'm always here for y'all. All right? But anyway, remember to like, comment, subscribe. This is your boy, the Notorious GIP. And stay tuned for the next video, you dig? Peace.